Hit like right away, so you won't miss episode 37, where Tu Tien, a diligent and resilient young woman, faces life's challenges alongside Jack and Toan. Join this moving journey, where simple moments carry hope and the promise of genuine love. Early morning. The highland air is still chilly and Tu Tien has been up for a while. She sweeps the front porch, cleans each bamboo chair, then hurries into the kitchen to start a fire and reheat last night's rice. After that, she heads behind the house to cut down some ripe banana clusters. She carefully picks each bunch, cleans them, and places them into a bamboo basket to sell at the market. While she works, she thinks to herself, "It's nearly the end of the month. I should set aside some money in case I need to buy anything." When she's finished, Tu Tien brings a basket of rice out to the yard and gently scatters it for the flock of pigeons cooing on the rooftop. Watching them peck at the rice, she smiles in peace. Her gaze drifts toward the distant mountains as she silently reflects, life may be simple, but there are moments when your heart just feels light. Meanwhile in the city, Jack and Ms. Huan, his personal assistant, are on a business trip. They've been invited to visit Toan's company. Huang, Toan's executive assistant, is there to welcome them. She greets them warmly. "We're delighted to have you, Jack, and everyone from Ly Jack visit our company." Jack shakes her hand in return. "Thank you, Ms. Huan. I hope we'll have a chance for a long-term partnership." Hong shows the group around the factory area, where a clean food production line is in operation. Afterward, they head to the proposed site for a major resort project, which Toan's company is investing in and Ly Jack is contracted to build. "The land has been approved and we've prepared all the paperwork to start construction early next month," Huang explains. Jack examines the map, nodding. "My team will arrange to bring up the machinery next week to avoid delays around the Lunar New Year." After the site inspection, Jack thanks Huang and waves goodbye to Ms. Huan as he heads to the car. Right then, Director Toan comes out from inside. He sees Huang talking to Jack and stops briefly. Huang quickly reports, "Sir, the Ly Jack group has toured the factory and the land. They gave a very positive review and will begin work soon." Tian only nods, his eyes reflecting deep thoughts. He still doesn't know that the young woman he's been searching for, the one who saved him, is closely connected to the director who just left. As she does every day, Tu Tien sets up a small tarp in her usual spot at the market and displays her bananas for sale. She greets customers with a bright smile, chatting softly as she sells, leaving everyone with a good impression. Her bananas go for around 10,000 to 15,000 dong per bunch. Locals in the area, touched by her circumstances, living on her own, and appreciating her honesty and hard work, stop by to buy in droves. By late morning, she's sold out. After cleaning up, Tu Tien takes a moment to ask a few people about reputable chicken hatcheries. She wants to start raising chickens at her farm for extra income. A woman selling vegetables points her to a long-established, trustworthy chicken farm about 10 kilometers away. Tu Tien nods in thanks, feeling hopeful. Around the same time, at the company office, Jack has just returned from visiting Toan's factory. As soon as he settles at his desk, he opens his computer to review reports and market data. His face falls when he sees the stock price chart tumbling downward. The pressure is immense, and Jack presses his fingertips to his temples. Lately, everything seems to be coming at him all at once. Elsewhere, at a high-end cafe in the city, Deputy Director Thiet, who's currently overseeing a few projects, sits across from a stranger. Thiet's voice is low, his gaze piercing. "As soon as Jack agrees to invest in this fake resort project, we'll withdraw 30% of the advance. About 15 billion dong. The rest is up to you." The other man nods, handing over a file. "Our phony experts are ready. Just keep the time pressure on and corner him so he has no choice but to trust us." That afternoon, Jack heads to the farm to see Tu Tien. She's both happy and surprised to see him. While they sit under the bamboo roof, she tells him about her plan to buy chickens. Jack listens, then says, "Hop in the car. I'll drive you to that chicken farm people recommended. If you go by yourself and don't know the way, it could be tough." Initially, Tu Tien is a bit shy, but seeing how earnest he is, she agrees. Carefully locking up, she joins him in the car. The car leaves the dirt road behind, moving toward the beginning of a new journey. One in which Tu Tien officially embarks on building her own farm. Together, Tu Tien and Jack arrive at the chicken farm. After discussing prices, she decides to buy 20 chicks for 3 million dong, plus a small batch of eggs at 5,000 dong each. She turns to Jack, hesitating. Maybe? Can I borrow the money? I'll pay you back when I sell the eggs. Jack laughs and immediately nods without a second thought. Once they finish selecting the chickens, they follow the farm owner back to weigh them and settle the bill. Everything goes smoothly. Jack helps carry the chicken coop, and they load it into his car to head back to the farm. When they arrive, Tu Tien gently opens the cage, and the little chicks scurry out, making her chuckle in delight. She scatters grains for them, watching them eat with a contented smile. Standing nearby with his hands in his pockets, Jack quietly observes. I think you should spend more time studying, he suggests. I can handle the heavy stuff. Tu Tien presses her lips together, speaking softly. I'm used to this. I want to work hard on my own to truly earn what I have. Jack says nothing more, just gives a small nod of agreement. Tu Tien decides to make pho with some of her fresh eggs for Jack. While she prepares the meal, Jack strolls around, enjoying the peaceful mountain scenery. After a while, Tu Tien brings out 2 steaming bowls of pho. She invites him to eat. Jack nods approvingly as he tastes it. This is really good. You'd do great if you opened a little shop. She blushes, laughing softly. They sit side by side, eating as they watch the chicks roam around in their new home. Neither says much, but there's a feeling in both their eyes that's hard to name. Peaceful, connected, and full of hope for a simple, happy future. The next morning, Jack says goodbye to his mother as he leaves for work early. She hands him a glass of milk and reminds him, make sure you eat well and don't overwork yourself, okay? Jack smiles and nods. She then shares some good news. My friend in Quang Ninh sent 10 million dong for you to use in charity. Buy blankets and warm clothes for people in the remote mountains before winter comes. Jack is surprised. Okay, I'll go check the area this afternoon, and then we can deliver the gifts this weekend. His mother adds, please, check in on some of the elderly folks in the village too. A few of them don't have any family left. Over at the farm, Tu Tien is feeding her chickens, then scattering grain for the pigeons. Next, she starts a wood fire to make fried rice for lunch. While waiting for the fire to get hot, she quickly reads a few pages of a book. Once the stove is ready, she stirs up her fried rice and sits down to enjoy a simple yet comforting meal. Meanwhile, Director Tone calls his assistant Huang to ask about the progress on the resort project with Jack's company. Huang updates him. Mr. Jack says he'll send machinery to level the ground early next week. Hearing this, Tone suddenly thinks of Tu Tien. He pauses, then remarks, I might drop by to see her this weekend. Back at the office, Jack has just wrapped up some paperwork when he calls Tu Tien. I'm doing a charity trip this weekend. Would you like to come with me? She gladly agrees. After the call, Deputy Director Thiet enters Jack's office to report on the current projects. He also pitches a new one, promising high profits. But as Jack flips through the paperwork, he notices a few red flags. The construction permit isn't complete, and the details are vague. Thiet quickly adds, time's short and the partner is waiting. You just need to go meet them. Everything's all set. Jack hesitates a moment before nodding. Oh, all right, I'll take a look. At noon, Tone visits his sister's home for lunch. During the meal, he brings up Tu Tien, mentioning he wants to give her a bicycle as a thank you gift. His sister grins, encouraging him. Go for it. She's a good girl, and she's on her own, which can be tough. He just nods quietly, but his eyes sparkle, as though he's been planning this for a while. That same afternoon, Tuan goes to a store and picks out a brand new bicycle. He carefully checks every detail, from the frame height to the paint color, to suit Tu Tien's petite build and gentle personality. After deciding on a white bike with a little wicker basket in front, he pays and personally drives it to her farm. Just then, Tu Tien is out back washing dishes, her hands still covered in soap suds. She's surprised to see Toan wheeling a bike through the gate. When did you get here? She asks, startled. Toan smiles. I have a gift for you. Seeing the shiny bicycle before her, she's momentarily speechless. Awkwardly, she says, I actually don't know how to ride a bike. Toan gently replies, That's okay, I'll teach you. Take it slow, there's nothing to worry about. Even though she's hesitant, she climbs on. Her cheeks flush as she grips the handlebars tightly. Toan walks behind her, steadying the bike and encouraging her. Everyone starts out like this. You'll get the hang of it. They only manage a few small laps around the yard, but their laughter rings out in the quiet afternoon, warming the atmosphere around them. Glancing at his watch, Tien says, "I've got something urgent to take care of. I'll come back another time." Tien bows her head in gratitude, her eyes brimming with unspoken thanks. Just then, Jack pulls up in his car. Stepping out, he spots the bicycle by the yard and immediately teases, "Wow, Tu Tien, moving up in the world, huh?" She blushes. "Tuan gave it to me, but I can't even ride it yet." Jack laughs and walks over. "Let me test it out and see if it's any good." He gets on and takes a quick spin around the yard, stopping in front of her with a playful tilt of his head. "It rides great. You should keep it. You deserve it." Tu Tien nods shyly, clearly touched. Jack winks. "I'll teach you how to ride it this weekend." She smiles. In the late afternoon sun, that smile makes her face glow more brightly than ever. Extending his hand, Jack gestures for her to hop in the car. "Now let's head out for that charity trip." Together they get into the car, leaving the farm behind in the gentle afternoon light, carrying with them a day filled with kindness and simple, warm hopes for the future.
Sinh ra một trong một số phận bất hạnh. Ngày cô về nhà chồng, cô cũng từng e thẹn bước qua bậc cửa này mang theo bao ước mơ về một mái ấm. Nhưng hôm nay cũng chính bậc cửa đó cô phải rời đi trong tủi nhục, trong sự lạnh lùng của người chồng. Trong ánh mắt khinh bỉ của cả gia đình chồng, cô muốn phản kháng, muốn hỏi chiến rằng anh ta còn chút tình nghĩa nào dành cho cô không. Nhưng rồi cô nhận ra điều đó chẳng còn quan trọng nữa. Cô chỉ là một món đồ bị vứt đi, bị thay thế bởi một người khác. Từ Tiên bước ra khỏi căn nhà đã từng là tổ ấm của mình. Bước chân cô nặng nề như có ai đó trói chặt. Trời không mưa nhưng lòng cô bão tố. Những giọt nước mắt mặn chát lăn nhài trên má hòa vào nỗi đau đớn cùng của một người phụ nữ bị phản bội. Cô chẳng mang gì ngoài bộ quần áo cũ kỹ, trái tim vỡ nát. Bóng lưng cô nhỏ bé đơn độc giữa con đường làng quen thuộc, nhưng giờ đây lại xa lạ vô cùng. Cô không biết mình sẽ đi đâu, sẽ làm gì. Tất cả những gì cô từng có, từng gìn giữ suốt năm qua, giờ đây chẳng còn thuộc về cô nữa. Có lẽ điều đau đớn nhất không phải là bị đuổi khỏi nhà, mà nhận ra rằng mình chưa bao giờ thực sự được xem là một phần của nơi đó. Cô đã từng cố gắng, từng nhẫn nhịn, nhưng rốt cuộc cô vẫn chỉ là người dân trong chính gia đình chồng mình. Và giờ cô rời đi với hai bàn tay trắng nhưng lòng đầy những vết thương không bao giờ lành. Tử Tiên rời khỏi ngôi nhà mà cô từng coi là tổ ấm trong nước mắt. Nỗi đau khôn nguôi bị người chồng mà cô từng yêu đẩy ra ngoài một cách tàn nhẫn. Cô lang thang cho đến dưới chân đồi, bên bờ con suối chảy qua, nơi những giọt lệ hòa vào dòng nước đổ.